a node to the end of the list. Following from the first problem is the same thing, but this time the node goes at the end. If you look at from the output from the last problem set that we added a node to the top of the list. Now, when you create the node, it should go after the 0, not before the hello. It should go after it. It should go to the end. So let's do that. So I already have the name of the function here for you. Add node to the end. Again, the function takes a head of a list and it takes the data you want to add. So like the last problem, we want to create our new node, the node that we are going to add. We created this list. Remember that this is not no JavaScript list. We made our list. This is our class list that we made. So now that's our new node. So now we're gonna ask ourselves that if the head is empty, if it's empty, then set the head to the new node, return the head. If it's not empty, that's fine. If it's not empty, that's fine. Let's make a copy of the head, and then what we can say is, now that we have a copy of the head, we can say, now here's the thing. If you want to add the node to the end of the list, now because remember this is not an array, and with an array you have access to random searching. But with the list, you really don't. You have to traverse. When I say traverse, you have to loop. Like you have to go from this node to this node. And then you have to like stop the loop when the next value is null. So if there was more than one node here, so let's just for tutorial sake, node 1, node 2, node 3, and node 4. If there was more than one node here, you wanted to add the node to this, you wanted to add the node to the end of node 4. So what you have to do is you have to start from node 1, traverse, meaning you have to go from node 1 in a loop, node 2, node 3, node 4, but then you stop. Why do you stop? You stop because you're going to say, if the next value is null, that's how you know you're at the end of the node. Once that happens, then you point this node to the new node that you want to add. So you point the 4 to here, and then you point, let's remove this, and then you point the new node to null. That's what you're gonna do. So this is a copy. We're gonna do it with a copy, not with the head. Here I'm using the head, but we're gonna use a copy instead. You always want to leave the head pointing to the first node so you can return it. So we're gonna use a copy of the head, not the head itself. We're gonna use a copy. So that's what we just did here. Made a copy. Now we're gonna say while the copy exists and the next value exists. So here's the trick. While the next value exists, when you reach 4, does the next value exist? No, because the next value is null. So the loop is gonna break. Because when it reaches 4, the next value is null, the loop is gonna break. So I'm saying while the pointer exists and the next value exists, then I'm just gonna traverse. This is how you traverse a node. Just update the pointer. So now I'm saying pointer equals pointer.next. So that I'm moving that. I'm saying pointer starts here, pointer.next, pointer.next, pointer.next. So that's how you traverse a node. So now once the loop is done, by the time this loop finishes, we know that it is over here. All we have to do now is set its next value to the new node and then return the head. Done. Because the head is still pointing to node 1. And this should work. So let's test this out. So we're gonna add a new add node to the end. We're gonna add true to the end. So let's remove one of them. Let's remove 5 so we can see it because it's gonna get truncated. All right, so let's print. So let's see. So true, if you go, should be added after 0. That's what should happen. So let's compile our work. Now let's execute. There we go. True, right here. This is our node. It's added after the 0. So our list is hello 0 true. 0 is again is always there because we initialize our list with 0. So hello 0 true. Let's add another one. Let's add false. So false should come after the true. Compile, because we're using TypeScript, that's why. Execute. So false is here, you just can't see it because it's truncated. So to see it, let's remove the hello. There we go. There we go. False. Awesome. All right, so let's go on to the next problem.